Hey guys, back here with Dominic, or Dom, whatever. So back here with another video. I'm doing an iPhone 6s review and a 7 review. So I'm just gonna give you some ideas, maybe if you want to update or not, and some features to the new iOS 10 that just came out I guess about 2 weeks ago, a week ago. Not so sure with that. But so yeah, I'm gonna show you some new cool features with that on the iPhone 6 Plus, which comes out in gold, rose gold, space gray, and silver for the 6S and 6. So if you have the 6S, I'm going to show you some 3D touch features that you may know about, may not. If not, you will get to know them now. And then, like I told you, some things about the iPhone 7 and 7 Plus, and the different similarities. And see them. Hey guys, okay, so here I'm at my desk right now. Got my laptop over there, cases, Apple TV, Apple Remote, etc., etc. Alright, today we've got my filmer, my sister Olympia. She's going to be recording for us today for this. I've got an iPhone 6s on the left and the right. This is gold, this is rose gold, as you can tell. Working phones. And I'm just going to do what I told y'all about what I was going to do. Go ahead and get out of that. Alright, so let's go ahead and do this. Alright guys, so we're going to go and start with the gold. So, one second. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and turn it on. So if you have the iOS 10, you should be able to get this screen. I'm trying to... There, you should be able to see it good now. Make it even so they can see that. Just to make it adjust. There we goes. Beautiful. Alright, so we've got iOS 10 here. Here's the first, I'm going to show you a couple features. So if you have an iPhone 6s and you have iOS 10, you can 3D touch on every single app you have. Does not really matter. And as in that, what I mean is, it will just show like share the app or something. But every app does have 3D touch. So iOS, the music has changed. It is a bigger format, so people that do not like it as small, you will have a bigger thing there. Give me 1 second. So just going to turn this around there. Careful. The camera's right there. Don't block it. Put your hand on this hop instead. There we go. Awesome. So go ahead and focus it. Make sure you get all the phone. Alright, so it's pretty much about the same. Browse, and then you have For You. I have iMusic, so it might look a little different on mine. You got your songs, playlist, songs, whatever you got there. And then you have Instagram. You got all the 3D touch stuff. It still fades out in the back. Here's another trick. If you have an iPhone 6s, you hold on the X, that 3D touch. Instead of doing one by one, you could clear all notifications. You just click it instead of trying to click one by one. Let's see. You also come down here. You do this. You've got all your notifications. You can edit on the very bottom. See here. And on the iPhone Plus, on the iPhone 7 and 7 Plus, the camera, they have a dual lens there. I'm about to show you all that if I could go to it. Oh, and the album looks different as well. Here's some iPhone 6 pictures. 6S pictures. I've took these with my very own phone. Most of these have not been edited. So some very nice photos there. The camera is about the same. You have got this down here. You can see where I'm recording. So you've got all that still. Roughly about the same thing on the iOS 10 running. Let's say. And so hopefully I'll go subscribe So just go to YouTube. Put Dom Turner pop up. As you're watching this, you should know already. So, iOS 10 does give you a gigabyte extra. It gives you some more storage for you to have. You have this notification on the side. You still have that pull down bar. You have, let's say you want to go text somebody. Let's say I text myself. Say hey, hey. Or I can say hi. Here's another new feature. You could hold down on the iPhone 6s only in 7. You can hold down on this little arrow here. You might be able to do it on the 6. I'm not. Nope, you can do it on the 6. I believe so. Yes. So you hold down here on the send bar. You could click invisible ink where it doesn't show it. Gentle. You have loud, slam. So let's say I did gentle, and then you go to screen. You can do balloons. You can do confetti, lasers, fireworks, laser, or shooting star. So say I do fireworks. Comes out like that, and then it gives you a little feedback. Emojis are different. You can draw. This, if you have an Apple Watch, you already know about this. It gives you that little feature. You can draw, and then you could send. You can go here. Let's say I want to send someone a heartbeat or a little firework. You can do all that sorts of stuff, and then it pops up. There you go. So for all that, you could share apps. Like I said, I'm sure you don't know a lot of this. And then over here, like I said, I have the iPhone 6s in rose gold. They're very nice colors. I am a fan of the matte black on the 7, which I like. So there's the cameras, how it would look on. This is how it would look on gold. You'd have your color on the side. On the 6 and the 6, you got those bands, the antenna bands for all that. On the 7, you have a big camera. It's I don't remember what it is. Your LED light, your flash gets brighter, your camera, all that stuff gets better. Since the phone is water resistant, Apple only says 10 feet, but I've seen reviews about 30 feet. And this home button, it is not a home button anymore on the 7. It is a taptic engine. And what that means is, it's like I said, it's not a button. It is just a piece of glass, and you just tap it there. And the buttons, as usual, you got your silent and volume on, and then you won't have this in the middle. It will just be a button like this one, but 2 for the volumes. You will not have a 3.5 milliliter 3.5 headphone jack anymore. They will give you an adapter, the dongle, and you'll have stereo speakers, but this one on this side will be a dummy speaker. This one will work, and this will turn into a speaker, and as well as you're on the phone call, you know. So there's a few things on the iOS 10. Oh, and then on your lock screen, you cannot just swipe anymore. That does not work. But if you want to not have a password, you can still not have a password. You just push OK, push the button, and if anybody ever wonders why is this there, double click the home button. It gives you this thing. I'm just not quite sure. It's just in case you have your phone bigger and you want to see more. It blocks it off or something. So let's go into settings. Speaking of settings, if you have an iPhone 6s, you 3D Touch, it gives you short options. You can go to Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, cellular data, and battery. And let's say I went to this, it gives you all this sort of stuff. And here, if you go to notifications, let's say you don't want your messages to show on your lock screen, you can just go to settings, settings, notifications, messages, scroll down to show previews, and then switch it off. and you can do that with other apps, I believe. So you have a whole new application for Siri. You've got that. You battery, as usual, we still got your battery percentage. Get to lower power mode, and that turns off the screen quicker, and a whole bunch of other stuff. Like I said, everything is just about the same. And I deleted the app. Oh, and then whenever you update to iOS 10, you could delete third-party apps. So let's say if I want to delete FaceTime, I'm able to do so for that case. I did delete that home thing. You can do a whole bunch from that. It is a great app. I just did not care for it too much. Now it shows you how many contacts you have. Before that had came off. And Siri, you can still use for music, and now to turn up the volume. Before you could only do brightness, and Siri you cannot turn up your volume. You could say, "Hey Siri, turn up my volume."
You don't seem to be playing anything right now.
Obviously. We could go here. Let's say if I did let's do next door for an example. I'd lower it. "Hey Siri, turn up my volume." Turn up my volume. It'll increase the volume for you for that. And then this notification bar down here, whatever you leave it at, it'll stay there, and your music is on the right, and you have your notifications. And these are colorful now, which I kind of like. It gives it a good look. And that pretty much covers it over for all the iOS. You have your notes as usual. You can make a new folder. You can do all sorts of things. You can draw, sketch, all sorts of good stuff. Your calendar will look different. Your clock, sorry. It gives it a black instead of that white feature. Looks great. And you have a new thing, bedtime. You could set it to what time you sleep, and it tells you how many hours of sleep you get. Everybody else, they probably say about 7 to 8 hours of sleep for that case. Okay, now let's talk about the iPhone 7. Well, the iPhone 7, it comes in a jet black, a matte black, it comes in a silver, and they replaced the space gray with the matte black. So here's some pictures of that. Here is the new shiny gloss jet black. We have the matte black, the silver, which some people call white. This is the gold, the rose gold, and the jet black again. All that sorts of great stuff. Oh, and then they have those new AirPods. They're just about the same sound quality, a little bit upgraded. The retail is about $150, I believe. I love the matte black, actually. I will eventually get it. And it has a dual lens camera, as you can tell. That has 2 cameras, and then about somewhere in October, late October, it's gonna have an upgrade, and you can take a picture, worry on the main focus point, and blur out the background. For this video, that will probably just about include it for that. Guys, go ahead and maybe go add me on Snapchat. I'm always posting a bunch of stuff on there about when I'm posting my new video. You'll be able to find out quicker, and if you could get that in there. So, go add me. My username is Turner.magic83. If I could get it to focus there. There we go. Not very popular on there. And if not, you can go add me on Twitter. I always post when I'm gonna make another account. I believe my account is Turner831 at Turner831. Go follow me on Twitter. You may go also add me on Instagram. Same thing. It's Anakin_130. Go ahead and add me on there. Guys, so that just about concludes the video. Hope you liked the video. Thanks for watching, subscribe, and like.